The National Bureau of Statistics says Nigeria's public debt stock has increased to 42.84 trillion naira in the second quarter of 2022. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the National Bureau of Statistics in its Nigerian domestic and foreign debt report for second quarter 2021 to second quarter 2022 released on Wednesday says Nigeria's public debt stock has increased from 35.46 trillion naira in the second quarter of 2021 to 42.84 trillion naira in the corresponding period in 2022. The public debt stock includes external and domestic debts. In a breakdown by states, the Bureau stated that Lagos State recorded the highest domestic debt of 797.30 billion naira in the second quarter of 2022, while Jigawa recorded the lowest domestic debt at 45.13 billion naira. It added that Lagos State also recorded the highest external debt stock of $1.27 billion in the second quarter of 2022. The lowest external debt stock was recorded in Borno at $18.69 million. At number 2, 100 billion naira suit has been slammed on the Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari at the Federal High Court in Abuja over the alleged unlawful removal of Senator Ifeanyi Godwin Ararume as a non-executive chairman of the newly incorporated Nigerian National Petroleum Company. Ararume is claiming the huge sum from the President Buhari-led federal government as damages caused him in the alleged unlawful and unconstitutional ways and manners he was removed as the NNPC chief after using his name to incorporate the entity. Justice Akua subsequently fixed December 15th for further mention in the suit and ordered that the amended originating summons be served on parties before the adjourned date. At number 3, the federal government has assured the African Union of Nigeria's readiness to partner with it in achieving a free movement of persons within the ECOWAS countries. The Minister of Interior Rahuf Arabeshola gave the assurance when he hosted an AU delegation, according to a statement by Ofonja Ajibola, the Deputy Director of Press and Public Relations in the ministry on Wednesday in Abuja. Arabeshola assured the delegation of the federal government's commitment to the partnership aimed at realization of the ECOWAS protocol of free movement of persons, goods and services across the sub-region. The minister, however, said insurgencies and other conflicts, which posed a major threat to the protocol, especially in countries within the Sahel region, discouraged Nigeria from rectifying the protocol. At number 4, according to a statement by Ghana government statistician Mr. Sanwo Anim on Wednesday, Ghana's inflation figure jumped to 40.4% high in October compared to 37.2% last month. The figure exceeded the median expectation of 39.5%. On the other hand, Nigeria's inflation figure will be released next week. At number 5, Governor Sani Bello has declared Thursday a public holiday for elections in the 25 local government areas. This is contained in a statement by Secretary to the State Government, Ahmed Maten. The statement said the public holiday would enable would-be voters to actively participate by going to the polling units and casting their ballots in the elections. The Niger government further disclosed that markets and offices would be closed during the election period, and movement of persons and vehicles would be restricted except for those on essential duties. At number 6, the Federal Capital Territory Water Board has announced an increase in its services to the public. In a memo generated from the office of its general manager following due consultations with stakeholders, the management of the FCT Water Board announced an increase in its tariff for domestic end users. The statement noted that there would be an increase for domestic end users from 80 naira to 110 naira per meter, while commercial end users will now pay 300 naira per meter instead of the old rate of 150 naira. At number 7, the Chairman Chief Executive Officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Buba Marwar, urged African countries to work together and eliminate the issue of drug abuse and trafficking. Marwar made the call at the ongoing 30th Conference of Heads of Drug Law Enforcement Agencies Africa in Nairobi, Kenya. The NDLEA board stated that the seamless exchange of intelligence and strengthened collaboration among African countries will help the continent surmount the daunting challenge of illicit drug trafficking and abuse. This was disclosed in a statement by Femi Babafemi, the agency's Director, Media and Advocacy. Marwa added that the Anti-Narcotic Agency has between January 2021 and August 2022 recorded unprecedented arrests in the region of 21,302 suspected drug traffickers, including 28 drug barons, secured 3,111 convictions, seized 5.4 million kilograms of illicit substances, and provided counseling, rehabilitation for over 12,326 drug users. At number 8, Mohammed Yakubu, Director General, Nigerian Institute for Leather Science Technology, says Nigeria can generate over $1 billion from exports of proceed leather by 2025. Yakubu made the disclosure on Wednesday during the 6th Annual National Conference of the Society for Leather Technologists and Chemists of Nigeria, holding in Zaria. The Director General, however, said to achieve that, Nigerians must stop the consumption of animal skin. According to him, Nigeria should ban the consumption of animal skin to ensure the development of robust leather enterprise. Yakubu said Nigeria has maintained reputable supply of leather products to Europe and Asian markets. At number 9, the Federal Inland Revenue Service on Wednesday urged the Tax Appeal Tribunal sitting in Abuja not to accept an appellate's weakness as expert in tax transaction. At the resumed hearing, FIRS, through its counsel Daniel Onukun, submitted that the appellant's weakness, Martins Aroke, was just an interested party in the matter and not an expert in tax transaction. The appellant, the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, dragged FIRS, the respondent, before the tribunal over alleged miscalculation on its value-added tax to the tune of 4.5 billion naira. Subsequently, the tribunal also adjourned until December 6th another matter with FIRS as the appellant and Flexible Insurance Brokers Limited as the respondents for an adoption of terms of settlement. Finally, at number 10, Meta, the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, has sacked more than 11,000 of its employees. Mark Zuckerberg, Meta's chief executive, announced the mass layoffs in a message to employees on Wednesday. Zuckerberg admitted that it was tough laying off thousands of employees to reduce the company's workforce. However, he explained the steps taken to ameliorate the harsh effects of the development on those affected. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.